Hello, I'm Brannon Howse, and welcome into the Worldview Radio studio. In today's commentary, I want to speak to you briefly on the cultural Marxist revolution taking place in America. The foundation for this revolution was laid many generations ago, although many Americans are now aware that something strange is going on. They are aware that there are indeed individuals trying to overthrow our constitutional form of government to replace it with social justice or progressive ideas, socialist ideas. This didn't happen overnight. In fact, I detail in my best-selling book, Grave Influence, that I wrote in 2008, that came out in 2009. I wrote about this revolution, and I warned that we would start to see more manifestations of an outright revolution, the foundation of which was laid in America beginning in 1933. In 1923, a group of German intellectuals in Germany formed a Marxist institution, a Marxist institute. They were very open and honest about what it is they wanted. But they could not use that term Marxism, so they hid it under a more benign name. Well, by 1933, Hitler had come to power. Some of them, being of Jewish descent, decided it was time to get out of Germany. And John Dewey, the father of progressive modern education in America, saw this as his chance to bring these German intellectuals to America and drop them down at leading institutions, Berkeley, Brandeis, Princeton, other places, to implement what we know today as cultural Marxism. Now, you may not know that term, cultural Marxism, because they didn't use it. They used the term political correctness. Political correctness. And they said their goal was really to go after two American institutions, education and media. Education and media. They knew if they could take these two institutions alone and turn them to their cultural Marxist values, they could change the entire conduct and worldview of a nation. You see, your worldview is the foundation of your values. Your values are the foundation of your conduct. They knew if they could get a nation to embrace Marxist ideas in their values, eventually they could get them to embrace it in their outright conduct. So they went about a cultural revolution with political correctness, targeting education and media. Maybe you've never heard of the Frankfurt School, but you certainly, maybe even without knowing it, know one of their leaders, Herbert Marcuse. He coined the phrase, make love, not war. Make love, not war. A popular chant in the 1960s with the countercultural revolution protesters. Herbert Marcuse said that the old way of revolution is old-fashioned, that the new way of revolution would be a diffused and dispersed disintegration of the system. A diffused and dispersed disintegration of the system. Using education and media, they would destroy the traditional Judeo-Christian values of America and our constitutional republic along with it. And they said education and media will be the goal. And in the process, they said we'll implement such things as feminism, multiculturalism, tolerance, and much more. In our next coming commentaries, we'll look at who influenced the Frankfurt School and what exactly is feminism, multiculturalism, and what do they call tolerance education. Because if you can understand who the players are, what their worldview is all about, you'll understand the revolution that's occurring right in front of your face here in America. Most Americans see all of this in bits and pieces, but they cannot put together the big puzzle. We'll help you do that right here in our studio. If you want more of this, I do entire 1-hour television shows on this that you can watch at wvwtv.com. You can in fact get our free radio and television app at wvwtv.com/app. And again, tell your friends about the programs and join us for both radio and television. Also, if you appreciate what we're doing, you can support our foundation as well as join our Situation Room, where we have archived over $125,000 and growing in audiobooks, ebooks, television shows, radio shows, and conference DVDs, all at situationroom.net. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tweeting, Facebooking, and emailing this to your friends. And we'll pick it up next time as we seek to understand the worldview cultural Marxist revolution taking place in America. Till next time, I'm Brannon Howse. Take care.